Hello and welcome to Coding with Git by the EC Council. And now let's talk about what this video series is all about. This will be quite a large and super complete course. We'll start by understanding what are version control systems and why you need them. Then we will focus on the most popular of them by far, Git. Our first encounter with Git will allow us to set it up for individual developer work on an individual project in the local computer. Then we will learn how to split that work in multiple branches and use tags to identify important moments in the history of the project. We will then learn how to connect with other computers to share your work outside your local environment. Once you share your work, conflicts might start popping up. We will learn the different ways in which you can resolve them. Then we will go a step further and learn how to rewrite entire blocks of the project history. We will then spend 2 sections learning about some specific commands for tools like file and object management, and more importantly, debugging tools that will allow you to get the most out of Git. Finally, we will learn about Git service providers and focus on one particular example, GitHub. By the end of the course, you will be more than ready to use Git and GitHub for every project you want. Before we start, some basic requisites. You need an operating system where Git can run normally. Luckily, most of them are fine these days. Even when you can totally follow the course on Windows, there are several particularities and corner cases that I won't get into. So, if you are a user of Windows, it will be useful if you can run a Linux virtual machine in your computer and test the examples there. You need to install Git 2.27 or newer. If you don't know how to do it, look for ASDF, Brew, or other version managers online. It's generally a very straightforward process. To follow the examples and run your own tests, you will need to use a text editor. Personally, I use Sublime Text, but any editor you are familiar with will do. Finally, this course comes with the companion materials on GitHub, so it's recommended to create a user there if you don't have one already. With that in mind, it's time to start learning Git.